Why are you stopping?
What do you mean?
That was good.
We have guests.
I was losing my voice.
All right.
It was a little hard. Sorry.
Welcome back, people, to the one and only podcast you should be watching, Odd Force 4.
Yeah.
And today we have a special
Four.
guest for you, the Nintendo Power Couple.
Hi. Hey everybody.
Welcome to Odd Force 4.
Welcome back.
Thank you guys for having us.
Yeah.
No, thank you for coming on the show and talking to all our awesome listeners.
We're very excited to be here.
Yes.
So let's talk about how we met, I guess, so we could inform everyone the awesome event we got to share together.
Oh,
For
yeah.
sure.
The Mario Odyssey event.
Mario Odyssey.
Launch.
So
Yeah.
we were at the launch of Mario Odyssey at the Nintendo store in Rockefeller Center. And we met these awesome people sharing the same wonderful experience, meeting Reggie, the director of the game, and all that good stuff. So tell me, guys, what'd you guys think of the event?
It was
really awesome.
It was amazing. I think we went into it not knowing what to expect, and then when we saw Reggie standing there, we're like, Reggie's right there. Like, oh, we didn't prepare for this. What are we gonna say to him, and what are we gonna do? And then we approached him, and we were dressed up as Luigi and Pauline in costume. So I think he probably thought we were just like these crazy costume people being like, "Hi, nice to meet you. We're from Times Square." Like,
We're cosplaying.
thank you.
We're not crazy. Please
Yeah.
talk to us.
We love Nintendo, and just like.
The cool thing, though, that the reason we were actually there, other than being brand ambassadors and getting invited to that, we earlier in the year, it's kind of a long story, but I'll try to make it smaller.
Sure.
Earlier in the
We have all the
year,
time in the world,
there was actually this teacher that really liked our show and reached out to us in the comment section, and then we just started talking back and forth. Really awesome guy, and he said that basically from watching our show and other positive YouTubers and Nintendo YouTubers, he decided to start a Nintendo club at his school with the kids that he teaches.
All elementary school
Wow.
kids. Like,
Yeah.
shit,
That's awesome.
I was so jealous. I'm like, I wish we had this when we were going to school. Like,
That-
Seriously.
I mean, I think I did have a video game club when I was in high school.
What?
Yes, I did.
High school,
We
Lucky.
did.
not elementary
We,
school, not really.
Unfortunately, went to high school together. Yeah, I mean, we did have a video game club, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
But it was like 2009, and they just got an original Xbox and like a PlayStation 2.
Oh yeah, it was
So
it was,
See, high school is where it really
barren.
started, but elementary schools, like when we were there, didn't really flourish yet.
yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Dodgeball
But
during
he's a
recess,
really
bro.
I
positive
know.
guy, and because of our show, he just decided to start this club, and we were really touched by that. So we decided to like surprise the kids.
They're in
so
upstate New York, so they were like 2 hours from us. So we contacted them. We're like, can we come to the school and surprise everybody?
and bring like
and see
some
the
toys
kids
and
wow,
like hang out with them.
wow, that's amazing.
and that's what we did.
So yeah, we like planned this thing. We went and had like a big event, and they were like screaming and like couldn't believe that we were
hugs
there. So it was really awesome.
That's the dream though, just to
Yeah.
with the kids.
So
yeah.
nice. They were playing Mario. Everybody wanted to race Mario Kart with us, or like they were like, can we
It
trade
was so
Pokemon with
sweet.
you? We're like, yeah, sure. Like,
They wanted us to like sign their
That's awesome.
Switch.
Yeah.
It was
We-
like
I saw that at the event. People were coming up to you and asking you
Yes.
to sign their stuff.
design stuff.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
I was like,
That's the
what?
coolest
Like,
thing.
I'm devaluing your stuff, right? This is
This has now lost value.
yeah.
Great. That was
my apologies, Danny and Philia. Like, that's our signature.
So Nintendo invited, after they saw that we did this video,
Right,
because we did
right.
a video on the event going to see the kids and highlighting Bill Vaca,
So much
the
fun.
teacher.
Who we have a friendship now with. Really
Yeah,
close
we
with
like
him.
text all the time now. He's a really awesome guy. So Nintendo reached out to us to have the kids actually come to the Odyssey event.
They were like, they wanted the contact info of Bill and his students. They were like, we want to have them part of this event. We want him. So he was allowed to bring like 50 kids.
Yeah.
With him, and like
Oh,
it was
really?
him and his family.
So all
wow.
the kids you guys saw at
Oh,
the
wow.
event,
That's crazy.
that
That's
was
the club.
the Nintendo club.
Yeah, that was the Club Nintendo.
Oh my God,
That
that's
was,
amazing.
Yeah,
So
it
that's
was
why-
so great to
What a
see
great
all the
thing.
kids
We did not know
again.
that.
Yeah.
We thought like
Yeah, so that's why there was like, it was like there was the VIP
Yeah.
there, but then there was also a group of like just all these little kids.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that was the little
Yeah,
kids. That's
yeah.
the group.
Oh,
we, that's-
wow.
we were in costume
It's
because
a crazy amount of kids.
they all
They
wore
look
costumes too.
Yeah. It was,
Yeah,
it was
and
crazy.
then Bill and his wife and his mom and his friend
friend,
Ron,
his
who
cousin Jude.
who works at GameStop, and he always like gives all the little extra stuff that he has extras to
All
the
the
kids
GameStop
and
giveaways
everything.
to the kids,
Okay.
like they
So
hold events
they were
there.
all there in costume. We're like, let's do it. We like text back and forth, planned out who's gonna be what.
Yeah.
Like we did the whole thing.
That's great.
So that-
Wow.
Yeah.
Tear in my eye right
That's
there.
invigorating.
And
Wow.
so he
Yeah.
had like, I think he had Reggie, the director of Odyssey. He had Kit and Chris's signature. He met all of them at the event, and like he was like, we were watching him.
Yeah.
And it was like he was
It was
so
a joy,
excited through the whole
yes.
thing. Like he was running from thing to thing, doing different things, and like
He was
playing Odyssey.
bouncing off the walls, like he just had
That
it all-
event was unreal.
It
Yeah.
really
Especially
was.
meeting
Like,
the director of the game and getting Reggie to sign my cappy.
Definitely.
Oh my god.
the director, it was just so odd because he was just walking around by the game. So we
Yeah.
were like, that's
He's just
that's
another
right.
guy.
That's the I know.
Yeah, but, like,
I didn't put two and two together until I
Yeah.
saw you guys getting it signed. I'm
Yeah.
like, wait, oh my god, no way.
Now's our chance.
It didn't really dawn on us either. So I'm like,
Yeah.
he's just walking around like, no, and it was
Casually.
just an odd thing to see.
Yeah.
Like you think like he'd be in the
See,
back.
we would have never known if you guys weren't
Didn't,
weren't
yeah.
there.
And
Weren't
Bill was
there.
the one who told us. I think.
Yeah, he's like,
Bill
he's
told-
right there. Let's
He's
go
like,
over.
Director
I'm like,
Odyssey's behind you. Let's get our hat signed. We're like, deal. Let's get the hat signed right
Yeah.
now.
Wow.
And
You know, the funny thing is I actually wear the hat while I play the game.
oh, that is
that's
awesome.
awesome.
That is so. You throw it at things and.
I wish, but my apartment is very small. I live in New York, so.
Do you have
Yeah.
like a little fake mustache as well, so you
No,
can be
no.
Mario?
No, I was trying to steal yours though.
You can't steal
You can have
perfection.
Shave it off, glue it on, be
If
like,
I
now
throw
it's
a cappy
complete.
at your mustache, will I get it? Will
Yeah,
I
sure.
turn it into your mustache?
Yeah, you'll turn into my mustache. Come on, let's do it.
But and so tell everyone here, like, how did you guys get into being the Nintendo Power Couple?
Yeah, it was a yeah. I like the pointing
Should
to
we
me. It's
take
like,
it?
go for it. Well, we met in film school, and we were friends for 3 years, and then we started dating, and then we were married like a year after we started dating.
Yeah.
And we did production work. We studied filmmaking in Montclair, New Jersey, and we did a lot of work. I was her DP. You were my DP on all of our projects, all of our short
We
films.
did a lot of short films for a long time.
Right.
Similar
So
to
it
what you're
was
saying.
awesome.
Yeah.
So we had
Yeah.
we had this nice professional relationship, and then we were like, oh, we like each other. We could start dating now. This is totally awesome. And like
Wow.
we started
This
dating.
totally
And now we
works.
cut to an eHarmony.
And that's yes, ding, you know, and
Two bathtubs.
Yeah.
so we did production work for a while and a lot of free work and everything, and which is
Yeah.
all I know.
Yeah.
It's all like you get experience, but landlords don't accept experience for rent. Sadly, we tried.
If they
Yeah.
did, imagine if they
take
did.
interpretive dance?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's like here's a DVD of a thing I worked on in lieu of rent,
Nope.
And then we worked, we were doing production assistant work in like different reality TV shows for about 2 years. And then we got promoted. We were working with America's Got Talent for a year.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yes.
That was a great experience, but it was just about the time.
Did you guys travel with them as well?
They would come to
No.
New York for the live show. So when they came to New York,
Oh,
they
that's
would
when
call
you
like
guys would work.
locals.
Yeah,
So
gotcha.
we would come
Yeah.
in from
Oh,
Jersey.
that's
We had the opportunity to travel, but it just wasn't the right fit at that time.
Yeah.
So we never ended up
Right.
traveling. But we worked as production assistants for 1 year, and then they promoted us, and we did post-production managing. So we worked with the editors and the producers and stuff, and just kind of like made sure everything didn't explode
Yeah.
while they were doing the live
Which
shows.
at times it was close. It was
Yeah.
there was a lot of
Yeah.
fires to
Well,
put out.
thank,
But
thank goodness you were there.
yes, just dive on some of them.
Saving the
Yeah.
Yes.
So that was cool. We actually got to work together on that. Like I did the day shift, and he did like the evening shift. And
We
then
shared the
another
job.
friend.
We shared
Yeah.
a job together. Like we would like tag team each other out. Like it would, then there'd be
Yeah.
a night shift guy, and we would do round the clock work. So you were morning,
That
midnight.
sounds extensive.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And then
Like,
it led to you guys starting your channel.
Yes.
Well, what happened was it was around the same time after that season, Howard Stern
Left the show.
and they were trying to figure out whether they should still remain in New York or just stay in LA because it's cheaper, obviously.
and they're based in LA, so they would pay
Right.
for everybody. They would pay for hotels, room and board, airfare,
Just
so
to
the
come
money to
out.
fly a crew
Yeah.
out here. They were
Right.
like, we could just do this in LA. And
So they
Right.
ended up staying in LA, and we then had the choice, like, do we move out there or do we stay here? We have no family out there. We don't really know, other than other people that we've worked with, we don't really know
Right,
anyone there.
right.
So we decided, okay, let's stay here. Our family is here. And we kind of realized, like,
we weren't happy.
we really weren't, and we saw like what the progression of the job that we were headed towards would be, and it's not necessarily where we wanted to be.
Right.
Because you guys are gamers.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Yes, we're gamers, and we also like doing the creative. Even in film school, we were doing all the creative work. We
Yes.
were writing, we were filming, we were running camera. Like that was the creative part, sitting behind a desk and like managing editors.
And that's why you'll
That's
see in our
right,
show.
right.
Yes,
Yep,
the
there's no
environment wasn't.
creativity.
Yeah.
No, and we felt like we were starved for creativity, and we said, well, if we work just as hard for them, but for ourselves instead, what can we do? So we still have our day jobs, and we started working on the show, and we did some pre-production work, doing all the logos, the intro, and everything. And by February of 2016, we launched with Mario Kart 8, or Mario Kart 8 for the Wii U review, and that was our
And
first
we've
episode.
learned a lot.
Yes, we've
since
learned.
the
I
beginning.
mean, I checked out your channel. It's phenomenal.
Thank you very
you.
much.
It's
We
phenomenal.
work
And
really
if you
hard
guys
on
at
it.
home haven't checked it out, you need to check it out.
Thank you. Thank you.
But that's a crazy story.
Yeah, that's-
long trailing to the legit Nintendo power couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
It's amazing.
Here you are with us.
Yes.
How you've made
It
it.
all builds up to this moment.
I love this. You made it.
The epitome.
The epitome. So, what we like to talk about on this show specifically is like retro gaming and aspect. What brought you to like the games you play now?
Yeah.
So,
One point
like,
to you.
what's one original game that like you played that really
It's a special place in your heart.
has a special place in your heart? There you go.
I'm pointing to you on this
Okay,
one.
I'll take it. Well, the first system I ever had was a Super Nintendo.
Classic.
So Super
had
Nintendo
a
is
fun
so.
Yeah. SNES last one.
I didn't even get that. That's great. But
And the Super Nintendo has like so many awesome games. It's hard to just kind of like hone
What's
in
one
on
game
one.
that like sticks out?
But the one game that sticks out would definitely have to be A Link to the Past.
Yeah.
That's like favorite game all time. Play it whenever,
Wow.
it's a good game.
as
That's a
many
good one.
times as possible.
He's played it multiple times, so I'm sure that
Yeah.
conversation can be brought up.
It's a special place right here.
Yeah.
Absolutely, all the feels. Yeah.
Actually, when we got together, I never finished it. My Super Nintendo cartridge, I was like maybe 3/4 of the way through, and she was like, "How'd you not beat this game?" She's like, "We're
Yeah.
beating this game now."
I'm a little upset, like, just
Yes.
hearing that.
Yes,
But-
you're clenching your fist like I'm
But
going to hit
you're over
him.
there and I'm over here, so we're gonna keep
I'm gonna keep
Couple
everything.
people in
I'm
between.
gonna keep everything.
So
Thinking live.
we finished the
Thinking
game
live.
together.
Switch
We finished the game
Yeah.
together. Like we played it on the because I had the SNES hooked up at the time, so we played on the.
There were some
SNES
crazy
cartridge.
Super Nintendo games that you've never played.
Yeah, Mario RPG. She was like, "How could you
What?
never
Oh my
play
God.
RPG?"
How could you
Earthbound.
never played it.
So
I gotta go do like a lap. I gotta walk around. What?
So we played and finished it. So it was like nice because like you were introducing me to a lot of games I've never played. Like I was
Yeah.
aware of them, but I never played them. And when we got
And
together,
like
vice
the best
versa.
games, yeah.
Yeah, Earthbound. She was like,
Yeah.
"You've never played Earthbound?" Like, yes. So
That's
okay.
wild.
It's okay. It's okay.
fists are getting closer to hitting me. I'm like, "You're in."
It's okay, man. It's
Moving
okay.
down.
Ray is in arm's length now to hit me, so it's like little by little, it's like hit him for me, hit him for me.
Yeah.
Earthbound, you know.
So you. So what about you?
Super Mario 3.
Super Mario
NES.
3.
It was
Ooh,
Super Mario.
that is such a unique pick.
Yeah, I
That's
love
very
it.
unique
The
pick.
Tanuki suit, and
Right.
I think I got it for Christmas or my birthday, and I ripped the wrapping paper off. Saw the yellow box with Mario with the Tanuki tail, and it was a game me and my little brother could play together because
Right,
we would play a lot of
right.
the co-op games. So I could still play that game anytime. Like I played, I think we've downloaded on the Wii Virtual Console,
yeah.
the Wii U, like NES Classic.
If you could get
like,
it, you got
if
it.
I, Exactly. It's like if there's a version of it, I'm playing it, and I'm like, oh, this feels
Get it on
fresh
the
still.
Switch.
Like, yes,
Yeah.
if it comes out on the Switch, I'll be playing it on the Switch, and that does hold a special place in my heart. So.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Three's good though.
Three's really good, but it's such like I never would think to pick that one.
Yeah.
In
Yeah,
specifics.
not a lot of people pick it,
No,
but
no.
it's no fault against it. It's a great game, but everyone's like, oh yeah, you know,
Yeah, and usually everyone always picks one.
Yeah, that's the
Everybody
common
picks one.
because everyone
Yeah.
picks the original.
Yeah, because
They
it's
pick
like
the
you
first
can't go
one.
wrong with the
Yeah.
original.
I jumped
But-
past 2. I just went
Yeah.
right to 3. I'm like, we'll go
Yeah,
right
but
to
two
3.
was unique.
Yes,
and
it's
then
unique
3
in
was
itself.
also unique, but three like 1 stood out.
Yeah.
I think
I agree.
sometimes the first game that you've ever played also just has like
Yeah, that's special.
so many
That's the
emotions
first experience.
connected to
That's-
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
The first game I ever played. That's a good one. What is the first game?
I know my first game.
What?
Mario. NES
Yeah,
Mario.
yeah.
Mario Kart 64.
Oh, that's a good first
That was your
game.
first game?
That's a good first game to play. Wow.
Oh my god, I know it. Sonic 2 for the Sega Genesis.
Okay, nice. That's another good
Yeah,
one
I
too.
had a
Sonic
Sega
2.
Genesis before I had an N64. So.
Nice.
I think it was Super Mario 64 and the N64.
Good choices.
Yeah, that
Wow.
was
All great
yeah, the
games.
N64 was
Yep.
my first console. So
Wow. That's a good
I
first
noticed there
console,
are a
too.
lot of Nintendo favorites.
I'm the only
Not
Sega
saying
guy.
anything.
Let's just say,
Sonic 2.
Sega, you can go over there.
Let's say he's the odd man out.
It's well put. That was such a Nintendo-esque joke.
Rated E for everyone.
Yeah.
I love that we all had Nintendo games and it was like Sonic 2 for the Sega Genesis. Blasphemy.
I mean, as much as I love Nintendo, Sonic is my favorite video game character.
Really?
Oh,
That's really
wow.
cool.
Yeah.
to know.
What?
Yep.
So you
Why
can-
would you say that?
Why?
I don't know. It's just like one of the games that really stood out for me was Sonic Adventure 2.
Oh yeah, it's a good
He
one.
talks about it all the
Really
time.
stood out to me.
Non-stop. That's all he ever talks
Listen,
about.
Mr.
Sonic Adventure 2.
Genesis.
That's
Xbox.
true, like Sega fan type
Yes,
stuff.
don't-
You play
Yeah.
the Genesis, you
I'm
play the
not-
CD, you play the 32X, you play the Saturn,
Yeah.
play the Dreamcast, which you have no knowledge about, which you talk about all
Was
the
it
time.
Sonic 2? You played it from GameCube then? You played
GameCube.
the Dreamcast.
Yeah.
Do you
GameCube.
really have to bring all
nice.
these like?
Yes, I will
Back out
always
again.
bring up the Dreamcast. The Dreamcast has such a special place in my
We
heart.
talked about this last time. Just
I'll never drop it. I'm going to bring it up into every conversation, and all the viewers will thank me.
we're not getting into this argument now. We have guests. You have to be polite.
I'm sure that out of the Sega systems, which ones have you played?
Well, yeah, pretty much all the ones you named. Like we still have the Dreamcast.
I love
we
them.
still have the Genesis. the Sega
Perfect
CD.
guess.
Like I collect I collect video games. Like I
So do I.
When I was.
Did you almost complete your Dreamcast collection for the North American one?
No. That's,
That's on a different level.
when the Dreamcast came out, it was like my parents. I was so days my parents were buying the game, so like I couldn't be like I want every one of them. Like I couldn't do that.
No,
'cause, like,
I
they
know,
would not
me-
be able
me
to,
either, but, like,
now
over
I would go
years.
after. Yeah,
Yeah.
now it would be nice to like go back and.
Buy a piece here, buy a piece there,
Yes.
because they're expensive.
Oh yeah.
Very expensive. What's your favorite Dreamcast game?
I think it would be Sonic Adventure 1.
Sonic Adventure
Because
1.
that was like with that, and then you had. Do you remember the little the VMU you would put in the controller?
That was the
It's
coolest thing ever.
It was
I
like,
love
it was
that
like a
thing so
Sega Tamagotchi. Like you were like, I have a little chow, and you like walk around and raise it and play it in the game. Like it was a
I just
cool.
love how excited you guys are getting.
Oh my god, you have no idea.
He can't talk to anybody about it.
My collection is ridiculous with
Wow.
Dreamcast stuff. I almost have a complete Dreamcast.
Power Stone.
Power Stone,
Ready to
1 or
Rumble.
2 though.
I think 1. I don't think I ever got 2.
2 was pretty good.
Yeah, nice.
2, I think 2 is my favorite out of that batch.
Now we're gonna.
Yeah.
Happy he is.
I'm so happy because I have no one to talk about this with.
Like that you invited the
My-
Nintendo Power Couple, and we're like
Sega.
Sega. Like it's gotta be
Because
Sega.
no one respects this console. They all just bash
This is
it.
why this podcast is very odd.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like-
We are very
Yeah, we
separate
break the
entities.
Nintendo mold.
My
We're very
favorite game,
separate
I think, on the Dreamcast, one of them that I've been playing recently is Blue Stinger. Have you played
Yeah,
that?
Blue Stinger. Yeah.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
I think that's such a great story.
Yeah.
Do you know what Blue
And-
Stinger is?
No idea.
No, because
you?
y'all ain't
No.
video game
I
players.
rented it. I rented it from a
Majority
video
vote.
store.
Nobody
That's how I
knows.
rented it.
Blockbuster.
Yes, I
Yes.
rented it.
When
Like, that's-
I remember that.
When
Oh
I
my
went
God.
to the store, looked behind the box, and was like,
You're like,
got
this
it,
is
good.
so
Let's play
sick.
this game.
Yeah, that, and then I think I played. Yeah, because Dreamcast, I was talking about this last time. It was such an innovative system of its time. So it had like all
The web browser disc that you had
Thank
to go
you.
in, like
It was the first system to have online play.
Fantasy
Wait, did it,
Star
it
Online.
had dial-up? Did it have a browser?
A dial-up, yeah, I think it was a
Dial-up
yeah.
browser, yeah. They even had that keyboard game for Typing of the Dead.
Yeah, Typing of the Dead.
The worst zombie game, but it was still like
Typing
entertaining.
of the Dead.
You would have to type these like words that came up so fast, and
Yeah.
clearly you never got past the first whatever 20, 30
I got to
minutes.
unbox our Dreamcast.
Yeah, yeah.
Where we live now is very small, so a lot of our old consoles are like in storage. So we have them, but like when we move to a bigger place, our basement's gonna be like a video game basement, and
that's
everything's
the dream.
hooked up,
God.
and you
It's
have
gonna
no
be a
idea
haven.
what I even have because she
I
hasn't
know,
seen any
yeah.
of
We
it.
can spend all night playing Dreamcast
Yes,
together.
I'm gonna. Yeah, we'll do 56K dial-up. We'll be like, "Are you on?" Like slowly loading. It'll be so much fun. It'll take us 3 days to play one level in the
It was
game.
so good though because we all played it.
Yeah.
Because then I was talking about this how the transition went from that to Xbox Live.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was the smoothest transition because from online play.
Yeah.
And I don't know, just anything Sega has a special place in my heart. But let's get back to anything Nintendo.
Anything but Sega.
We love Nintendo.
Romance is great though. I love it.
It's so good.
Totally play
Do you
Dreamcast
want to switch
after.
seats and sit over there?
Yeah.
Sega Mega
We
fans
can
over there?
talk. We can talk for days.
We could go exactly. Like I'm hit, the
is what
the
the fans
nostalgia
want to hear.
factor. My God, is like it's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's unreal.
Yeah.
It's unreal. I
My
spent-
parents tricked me with the Dreamcast for Christmas because they bought me house. All my friends had Dreamcast for Christmas
Right.
because like $99.99 was the release
jet-
date. So like
the big number
it's
that
easy to remember. It was all
it's like
nines,
boom,
you
boom,
know. So my parents got us House for the Dead, and we opened it up for Christmas, and we're like, oh, like we got a Dreamcast. I'm like, no, like can't you play it on the PlayStation? And like my brother and me were like, oh God, no, like you guys bought us like it was the worst tease. Then we went upstairs there was this big box wrapped up, and we were like, "Ooh, what is that?" And when we opened it up, it was the Dreamcast with the light guns. And
Sounds like a Dreamcast commercial.
Yeah, it was like we were like we had House of the Dead all day. We were just playing with the light guns, and
Oh
It was
my
a
God.
dream come true.
The
yeah, it
guns
was a Dreamcast.
Oh, it's so good.
Where were the funds today?
When I got my Dreamcast, I got it for Christmas as well. On
Yeah.
that year that it came out, it was the coolest thing ever. I had no idea what it was though.
No.
Because I was so wrapped in the N64 era at that time, what was going on. So I didn't. When I got I think it took me 5 minutes to 10 minutes to process what I was opening. And then when I finally, I was like, no! I had a complete meltdown.
I didn't know what a web browser was. I didn't know what the browser meant. Cause
I had
I'm
no
like,
idea
I'm
what
like,
I was gonna do
browser. I'm
with
like, do they mean Bowser? Like my first instinct was like the Nintendo. Like, is this a Bowser game? Like I was so like web
Because
Bowser.
it came with the web browser disc, and you're like, what is this? And what do you mean online play?
We didn't even have a computer back then. We had Web TV, and if you guys remember Web TV, where it's just a box that hooks up to your phone line, and it's like you could surf the internet, but there's no disk drive,
Right.
So that's what we had.
And
as
you're so
internet.
busy playing with like your computer games online were laggy as
There was
all.
no computer
Everyone
games.
was playing
We couldn't-
Unreal back then.
We couldn't play anything. There was no disc. Dude, you couldn't play any computer games at all. It was just surfing websites.
It was
And like if you got a phone call,
With your
like,
gateway PC.
you
Yeah.
sit back and wait till your phone call's
Gateway.
done. Yeah, gateway.
With your gateway and your compact PC. I had a gateway.
I did too.
It came in this big cow box. You're like, what did my dad just get delivered? What the hell is this
And
thing?
the monitor was like 100 pounds.
Yeah,
yeah.
they just
All right,
ordered
but-
milk to the house.
Enough. Let's get back on topic.
Yeah, please. Can we
So,
talk about something good like
We
Nintendo?
partly know each other through
Yes.
working in Amiibo
Oh, yeah,
Alerts,
let's get
and
to
we
this.
did some
Strange coincidence.
did some
Or an
cool
odd one,
stuff.
isn't it?
Yeah, when we
Odd
first met at the Odyssey
Yes.
event.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like, what's next for you guys? What's like the next phase of the Power Couple?
Well, one of the things that we really want to focus on is starting to do streaming.
We have ideas of doing it in a different way, but we have to work on the technical logistics part of it.
Yeah.
As we were saying before, our
No
internet speed
56K?
is- Yeah, well,
Yeah.
we're close.
Might as
We're
well have
actually
dial-up.
close. We have it's 3 megabyte upload for
So
our internet.
is it
so, like,
faster than the Sega web browser?
It's just we might actually we were
I think
joking.
you guys are on
Just
par.
under.
You're on par with the Sega.
Yeah, pretty much on. We were joking like we should go to like a McDonald's parking lot and use their free Wi-Fi. And it's probably faster to stream from the
Yeah.
McDonald's parking
Oh
lot.
my
Be like,
God.
it's better. We're clearer. You know.
I used to do that.
Yeah,
I did
that's-
used to
Did
do-
you?
Really? No, you didn't.
When my internet was very bad, I did.
Really?
Oh man.
Yeah,
we
to
might
upload
have to
videos.
actually
We're not
do
crazy.
this.
Not stream,
gotta do
upload
what you gotta
videos.
do, I
Yes.
guess.
Yeah.
That was our joke. We were like, bring our laptop and just sit in McDonald's and be like, upload now, and like watch it just go so
Yeah,
fast.
but now we got Starbucks. We got like the kind of classy places. And
Oh, McDonald's shade.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So this is clearly
Oh, you-
sponsored by
granted,
you
they're
use
McDonald's.
looking better.
McDonald's
They're
when you
looking a little
needed
better.
to,
Right.
And then it's like,
right.
Starbucks open, you're like, I'm packing my stuff up and going right over to
Oh
Starbucks.
my god.
So we need to do some upgrading of our equipment and get faster internet. So
We want to do a weekly stream where we talk to the community and we kind of make it into its own show.
Yeah.
And we want to, kind of have a lot of these different elements to it and try to make it fun and exciting. And we have a lot of ideas in the works, but like I said, it's the technical part. It's it's
Right.
finding a faster
and
internet.
with our show, we always try to keep the quality really high and
We're
have
perfectionists, and it's a horrible thing. I'm sure you probably
It's your show. You have
Ray is
Yeah.
100% a perfectionist.
Yes, you
It's a
watch
nightmare to
I'm
deal
to
with.
the point of it being sad.
it really is because we're like it's a little tilted. So like we're trying to tilt the thing.
I gotta do a
Yeah.
point two.
Yeah.
Every single clip, right? Yes. The color correction. We're like it's a little.
We just kind of lock him in the
Yep.
room and let him do it, and we walk away.
That's-
we can't deal with it. We can't anymore.
It's just a little too warm.
So live
in here.
streaming. You guys are on to live streaming next.
Yes, and we want to do a lot more events too.
Yeah, we want to go to more events.
So you guys, we were talking about you guys went to E3 also.
Yes,
this year.
yes.
With us, it's just the two of us. It's hard for us to film each other without like having. We don't have the equipment to like hold the camera out and kind of like walk around.
Well,
We feel
y'all are
like,
free to come hang out with us.
without yeah.
Now we know.
So we were
we'll be
talking-
hitting you up all the time. Like them again.
We were talking about like trying to find like somebody who's like a camera person that could be with us, like a friend of ours who could just run camera. Because when we were in E3, it's so funny. The person we stayed with was a friend of ours from AGT who is in the union for camera work
Yeah.
now. So when we went to the Santa Monica Pier, he filmed a little bit with us, and he had the camera, was framing us perfectly and like telling us what to do.
And
And
we
we're
had
like,
ideas.
like this is so
and
much easier than us like doing it all
Right.
ourselves, like
we
having
just
somebody
got
else.
to like do our thing, like do our creative part of it without having to think about the technical
And
stuff.
he
Because
figured
we're
out all the
always thinking
framing
about like,
and-
Right.
okay, is the camera in the right spot? Is the settings right? Is the audio? Are we getting audio? Like we're always thinking about everything.
that's a nightmare.
Right.
We dealt with that. We dealt with that
Right.
at E3.
So I think
we
we're gonna.
we got it under
Yeah,
wraps
it was-
though. We figured it out eventually on how to do it. Honestly, when there would be points at E3 when we're trying to videotape stuff, and I would just tap random people on the shoulder, be like, "Hey, can you hold this for 2 seconds?" And they wouldn't know. They would be like, "Huh? What? Yeah, sure. What is this thing?"
That's
I'm like, "It's
awesome.
hang on,
Guys,
just
wait,
hit the button."
guys, we want to do a boomerang.
This is a button.
We want to do our shit.
Oh, we would do like a shimmy boomerang because that's what we were trying to get trending at the time.
Oh, nice.
And we would just tap random people and be like, "Can you just videotape this?" And then we would shimmy, and they'd
Wait,
give
what's
us
a
like the
boomerang?
funkiest face. They'd
Like,
finish
what is going on?
completely
What's a
puzzled
boomerang?
and
Well, I
like
mean, when a
disheveled.
stranger walks up and asks you to boomerang them shimmying, it's a little.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a weird
So
request.
what is
At
that?
Comic Con though, it's completely normal.
Oh,
People
that's
are fine
nice.
with
Well,
it.
because you're among your peers of
Weirdness.
odd.
Oddness.
The best part was that one guy who helped us with a couple videos. He didn't even realize it. It was so funny because I tapped him on the shoulder. I said, "Can you videotape this for us?" He said, "Yeah, sure, no problem." Like really like into it, videotaped it. So I was like, "All right, cool, one more, let's go." And before you know it, it was an hour later, and he's still taping for us. He
Wow.
had no idea. He's like, "Oh, I've been doing this for an hour." I'm like,
Wow.
"Yeah, you have." Thanks.
Those are the good
Gotta
people
at
you gotta
least
find.
like take him out for a drink or
He
something.
came out to hang out with us after.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
You have to, you know.
Yeah.
It'd be nice for everybody.
Yep.
And now that we're Nintendo brand ambassadors, they've been
That's
inviting
right.
us to a lot of awesome events. So we want to try to
Yes.
take our community with us a little bit more. So we're going to be focusing on that next year for sure.
Yeah, people like the videos we make on our events, but mostly it's like us on the couch talking about the event and with some B-roll we've shot while we're there, and we're like, we would like to be at the event,
At the
be like,
event.
hey, we're here at E3, and
Really take
Yep.
people there.
Do a
yeah.
live stream from
Yes.
E3 and
Yes,
everything
definitely.
over there, and
Because not
stuff
everybody
like
can go over to LA and do it. So if you
Yeah.
can open the door for them
Absolutely.
and get them into
and
the
walk them
convention,
through, and
that's
there was
great.
a lot of cool stuff we saw at E3 that we were, that we filmed, but it was like the episode, we didn't really have anything to like. The
Yeah.
episode we had to like. By the time we came back, it was all felt like old news, the turnaround of it, and I don't know. I think we need a camera person. I think.
Yeah.
It's-
Playing Odyssey, since it's like the game of the year,
Oh.
what's your favorite part of the game?
Of Odyssey?
Yeah.
Well, I finished it. You haven't finished it yet. So I'll not
yeah.
say.
Should we do
I'm
like
a
spoiler
Bowser.
alert right here?
You should totally spoil it.
Yeah.
No, don't do that.
I mean, I'll be divorced by the end of this. You understand? I won't be going home alone.
No.
That would be a good segment. The Nintendo Power Couple
Watch
divorce.
their marriage crumble on the
exclusive right
podcast. The exclusive divorce right there.
Exclusive divorce. Right here.
TMC.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So I won't say,
Too much.
Yeah, but you could go first because
My favorite part of it? That's a tough question. I
Yeah.
don't really know.
So, like, your
It's
favorite
good.
level, favorite
Well,
gameplay
how
part?
far
Metro
did you
Kingdom.
get?
Metro Kingdom.
I loved it the
Because
best.
like if we're
one.
saying something and then like we
How
got.
far
I
did you
got
get?
to
Judged by you.
Bowser.
You're Bowser's Kingdom right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a
You're
pretty
pretty far.
sweet level.
Should I say, like, is it
Go
going to
ahead.
spoil it for
No,
anyone?
it's okay.
Everybody, this is a spoiler alert.
Yes.
If you're watching, it's
Warning.
already too late. Warning. Warning.
You should have beat it already,
Spoiler
though.
alert.
Should have beat the game.
Warning. All right, what's up?
I'm on the moon.
Okay,
Yeah.
sweet.
But she hasn't finished it. You're there, but you haven't like.
Yeah.
So you're
just started
close.
the
You're
movie.
close.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
very
yeah.
close.
I'm very
Yeah,
close.
She hasn't
Right
seen
there.
the post game stuff, which is
You gotta
my
get
favorite
Yoshi.
part.
You gotta get Yoshi.
So,
Yes.
What?
I didn't know. What? This is Yoshi?
so I think for me, I'll do Metro Kingdom.
Okay.
Because I think that
Metro
that
Kingdom's
was.
sweet.
Yeah, Metro
Yeah,
Kingdom
there's
is
so much to do
awesome.
there, and the end of Metro Kingdom is like just a fantastic way they did it. Like that final fight, the final crawl up, so with the retroness to it, it
Yep.
was like
It's very
So
yep.
sick.
I'm trying to like
Very
say it
immersive.
without spoiling it. Like, I'm
Yeah,
trying to find a way to
It's
be like,
too late. We already did
Yeah,
the
the-
spoiler alert.
yeah.
It's over.
yeah, the whole
We've gone
Donkey
this
Kong
far.
thing was fantastic. The whole Donkey Kong like
Yes.
classic.
Yes.
I'm like, this
Yeah.
is, I'm like, this is perfect. What a perfect way to end.
But it's also
this
it's,
kingdom.
it's a whole
Yeah.
different world because everything used to be like fantasy, but now this is a real life city that he's in.
Oh, it's so
Yeah.
weird to see the
Shit,
real people. Like
It's-
when they
it's
talk,
so weird.
it's
And he's
like,
like 3 foot to everybody standing like twice the height of him, and they're just speaking gibberish or whatever.
Yeah.
but they move like this. So you're like, it's the creepiest thing watching them like with the hats on in the
What was
shop.
that again?
And you're like, it's like he's drowning, but he's above water, so it's really weird.
Yeah.
So.
You should totally do mocap for the next game.
That's cool. I already got it. I'm like Odyssey 2. I'm like I already got your
Odyssey 2.
NPCs.
He's got it.
NPCs. There you go.
Odyssey 2.
NPCs, that's
Motion
right.
cap, get him.
Motion cap. I'm
Good
ready
right now.
for
It's
it.
here.
Just like this. Just wacky way to the inflatable tube guy.
Luigi.
Or Luigi. There you go. Yeah.
Perfect.
Just But what about you guys? What's your favorite part? Like before the post game stuff, just for Philia's sake.
Honestly, I can't pick a favorite level because I love the game so much. But My favorite part of the game would have to be the addition of Cappy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that alone sold me 100%.
Do you throw your cap at like everything and like
Oh,
just like
Just
90%
hope,
of the
just
time?
hope it sticks and captures.
Yeah, so like throwing cabs and like
everything.
not a cab.
Wake
not
up,
this
just throw
one.
everything completely. But no, that literally is my favorite part of the game. The whole aspect of just throwing, becoming whatever object you throw, and then it helping you, and somehow they made it work with the gameplay to achieve the moons.
Yeah.
And that was the coolest part about it. So you're not just throwing your hat onto like random stuff to become it. You need it to get to the next
Well,
part to
it's
get that
the new
specific moon.
power-ups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like in
That's
the old
true.
N64,
That
you
is
have the
true.
metal cap,
Right.
you have the invisible cap, and you have the flight cap.
I never put that
And
together
now-
like that
no,
until you
because
just
he
said
doesn't
that
have
now.
any. There's no power-ups. There's no mushrooms.
Right.
This is
That
it.
is it, yeah.
This is what it is.
This
Yeah.
very
Because
true.
when you look at it in the 8-bit levels too, you don't shrink.
You don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
You
don't
don't.
shrink. You just lose health.
You don't.
Yeah.
shrink.
So there's no
Yeah.
like.
Which at first I was against when they were like, "There's no extra lives. Like you just trade in coins." But I was like, "Oh, maybe that's gonna take away the urgency of the game." I'm totally fine with it playing it. I'm like, I've died so many times.
Yeah.
I've
Oh
spent
my
so many
God.
coins. I'm like, I'm fine with it because the
Well,
exploration
you
to me
need those
was
coins for the
fantastic.
costumes. So
Yes.
You shouldn't
Yeah.
be fine with it. You should be upset
That's
with
right.
it.
The soundtrack though,
Time.
with the costumes
Oh.
and the soundtrack goes
Soundtrack's
so well.
So good.
I don't want to spoil it, but the post
It's too late.
game.
We've already said spoilers. You don't want to spoil
Okay.
it for her.
Okay.
That's different.
It's okay.
The N64 costume.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
And the little
It's
mini
very
level that they have with it, where with the chests.
Oh, the
Yes.
one room.
Yeah, the one room with the
Yeah,
I
chest.
didn't even
Yeah,
see
yeah.
that one yet.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I have to- I
totally just spoiled it for you, but it's
Yes,
pretty sweet.
that's fine.
We already said spoilers. They could have left. They know.
We could have left. Your guests were like, "We're out of here, guys. Bye." Like,
What's your favorite costume? We were talking about how awesome the Diddy Kong costume is.
the amiibo Diddy Kong.
Oh, that
costume.
is-
He's got
that's
a
a
tail
really
and he's
good
like
one.
he's fuzzy
And he's like
was
has
the-
fur.
I thought it would just be the hat and
cool.
the shirt, but I'm like, he's actually like they make him a monkey.
Yeah.
He's got the fur with it.
I like
which
the
is-
fur pants.
The mechanic suit. I love the mechanic suit Mario.
Yes,
I
yeah.
think that's so
Oh,
cool.
with the backwards hat
Yeah.
and the white like
Yeah, it's
jumpsuit
so
and
cool.
everything.
It is so cool.
I like the Mario Maker one, the construction guy. Like I just
yeah.
like,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like it's
Yeah,
Mario
yeah,
Maker.
yeah, yeah.
The Mario Paint one.
That's
Oh, where he's in the painter with the apron and everything.
Yeah, that might actually be my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
you only have one choice.
I know. They're all so
What do you got,
good.
man?
Definitely the 64 costume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It brings back the old school feels.
The
Yeah.
64 one or the metal one?
Probably the 64 one.
Because you can be 64
Yeah.
with the metal cap.
Yeah, the metal one's cool, but I like the
The
retro
classic
one.
64. Okay.
Yeah.
See, I just do the Luigi outfit because he's my favorite character.
Because he's
Yeah.
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 Luigi.
Yeah.
Luigi.
I mean, I now just do the skeleton with the Luigi hat because he's not in the game.
That's the way.
So he's just kind of.
That's so expensive.
Yeah.
I'm still building up for that. I'm like, I think I'm at like 5,000 coins. I'm like halfway there. You know? I
It's-
spent it on everything else in the game. I'm like, now I feel.
It's definitely worth it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's so good.
But
So good.
Cappy was a cool surprise at E3 because I wasn't expecting that. Because the first E3
No-
they didn't show
nobody
any of
knew.
that
No.
stuff.
Yeah.
Nobody knew.
And then when they showed him throw the hat at the frog, and I'm like, what is this? And,
Oh,
then,
you're like,
and then I'm like,
what?
he's a
Then
frog.
the T-Rex?
now?
The
Yes,
T-Rex
the
is
T-Rex.
crazy.
And I'm like, then they have the Hammer Brother, and I'm like, this game looks amazing. The Bullet
Right.
Bill.
They somehow try to get you something new every time and they surprise you. It's
I was seriously not expecting that.
But
you
they
know?
built it so well that they can. They didn't. It's so seamless that without even realizing it, you're fighting for the 999 stars.
Yeah.
I mean moons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Come on.
Moons.
Come
I'm
on.
caught up. I'm thinking about the Super 64
Yeah.
level.
There
Oh my
is
god.
stars that they call moons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they do.
Yeah.
So it was
Spoilers.
Spoiler, sorry.
Spoilers.
I just got them. So, literally last night.
Well,
so.
Yeah.
that's what's funny. It's the hardest part for us to talk about Odyssey because even on our channel, it's so hard to talk about it without spoiling because it's like everything people consider a spoiler these days.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Yeah.
You just got to go through it.
Now,
It's
they-
like,
Yeah.
just
Every
do it
corner you
and
turn in
accept.
that
That's
game,
true.
there's a new.
That's true. There are
there's
stars
something-
you get that they do call moons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they're
ironic.
in Peach's
I
Castle.
just
Even
got
Cappy
stars.
says something
Yeah.
about it, like, "Oh, some of them look like this," or,
Yeah,
but
and
you're
it's
like,
still a power moon.
But it's a power moon.
yeah, yeah.
All right, so how many moons do you have?
I think I'm at like 350. I think I want to say 350. I think.
I think I still have like 268 or somethething. Yeah.
That's
So
weak sauce.
I'm
I'm at
lagging.
like 310.
You got to
Well, I keep going back to Breath of the Wild, so
That's
my
acceptable.
time's like.
That's a good answer.
That's acceptable. That's
That's a
fine.
good answer.
I'm at 710.
Wow.
Close.
Wow.
Really?
Yes.
Damn. I thought I had the highest. That's
Close.
upsetting.
But how
played it
many
a lot.
Koroks do you have?
Not that many. I'm not even kidding. I'm just trying to get these moons, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
He's
One thing
trying.
at a time.
Which they're a lot of fun, and some of them I cannot figure out still. And I'm like, I refuse to do a strategy guide yet. I'm like, I want to wait until I'm like at
Oh, you could just pay
No,
you
don't
know,
pay the
50
total
coins.
50 coins for that.
And-
No.
Get the moon locator. I mean, you have to for some of them.
I
It's
like that
pretty
you
tough.
No,
like
that's-
save those coins for costumes.
Save
Stop
them
you
for
losing them on
costumes. Do
death.
not spend them on Toad. Do not die. 9,999 for the skeleton costume.
Yeah.
And then
That's-
after that, it's all the other costumes.
That's such a waste.
No, it's not.
Such a waste.
No, it is
Oh
not.
goodness. Well, thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for
Absolutely.
the
This was
fantastic.
interview. Yes.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming out, and we're
Always
totally
for
welcome you
chatting.
back for another episode.
Oh, we'll
So-
come
For
right out
sure.
for it.
Anytime you
Anytime.
guys want to come
Yeah.
out, happy to have you on.
Pleasure
It's great.
to meet you guys in person.
Yeah.
So if you guys like this episode and you guys loved our guests, please go to their channel, the Nintendo Power Couple, and check them out. Like, subscribe,
Thank
comment
you.
on all their videos, and of course comment on ours. And stay tuned for special giveaways that we have coming for you. And that is
And give
an
it a thumbs up.
Force out.